Let me ensure that I have this. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I want to share with us a quick update. Don't worry, I'm getting recorded as well, so that I can be available for those who are not present after we are done with this. I want to share a quick encouragement. You will notice something. There's something you will observe. You will observe that many network marketing companies, when they just start, the legitimate ones, one of the hallmarks of legitimate network marketing organizations is it takes time for the first set of leaders to emerge. It takes somewhere between 3 years to 5 years for the first set of real leaders to emerge. So for those set of leaders, it will require patience. It will require following a course until they achieve success. They will not have too many examples in front of them in that same industry or space that are making things happen. They won't find many of those examples in front of them. Olua Kemisola Alabi, can you mute so that good? They won't find many examples ahead of them, but if they persevere, in 3 to 5 years, they begin to emerge in the very high ranks and begin to earn phenomenal income. Guess what? For the next generation of leaders, based on the noise value of their own progress, many people who are coming in later will achieve the same ranks faster because now there are more examples, now there are more people, now there are more possibilities, and there are more things, there are more examples for people to rely on, and all that is happening. If you can hear me loud and clear in the house, say yes. Okay, I want to ensure that you're following me. Someone says that the sound is breaking. Can you hear me? Okay, great. So I like to let you know, if it is a legitimate company, it may take a while before you have the big bangs. But once those happen, they create a spiral effect that makes it happen for the others. So I like to encourage you, if you want to work well with this, work with your team leaders, work and support your team leaders, work and grow yourself, become a leader quickly, and have people you are responsible for, people you are managing, people you are leading. And it's not about, getting them to dump stuff on you and being unable to respond. You must be the company to your team. You must be the representative of the company to your team. You must have ownership and say, look, this is our thing. This is something I am invested in, and this is how we're going. Because guess what? Once your upline becomes a Ruby director, once your upline becomes an Emerald director, once your upline begins to hit the director ranks, it will cause explosion within your own team as well. So the quicker everybody builds themselves and strives and grows, amazing things are set to happen. And ladies and gentlemen, last year we had nobody in 3-star. This year already, we have 9 3-star. This year already, we're going to have 4-star. This year, by God's grace, we're going to have directors. The momentum is building. We're going to have 5-star, and we're trying to see if we can edge out and clear out some directors before this year is over. It's going to be amazing. What's going to happen within the teams is going to be amazing what can happen around the world. So if you're here today, I want to encourage you to hang in there, to be patient, to be perseverant, to follow your leader, to build your team, to grow to become a leader, and let's have phenomenal things happening. These trainings that are going on here, I'm excited. I'm excited at the different flavors, even the project meetings, different flavors that everybody's bringing in. I listen to Chiwe Chilaka, I listen to MI, I listen to Abraham Okoroba just now, I listen to Dr. Fumi Aino, I listen to Yoma, I listen to all the key people, Tokwe Taiwo yesterday, Fumi Ashalu yesterday, all the people that are presenting, everybody's having a flavor. And guess what? What we need now is patience, patience, patience. When it explodes, it's going to be major. If you had the seminar yesterday, someone said the day she woke up was when she saw somebody earn 90,000 naira. Those are the early days. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening on this channel. People are growing in their ranks. Amazing things are going on. You do not want to take this casually. So very quickly, I want to share with us quick updates on the GMX N10 series. Over the course of the last 20 days, we have been listening. We have been taking on the feedback, hearing what people want. We have kept the old there and we have created the new, but we're trying to see the traction that the new gets and the traction that's happening on the old to see what people are excited about, what they are seeing, what they want, what they desire. And making those modifications and things known so that we can have something better. So today, I'm happy to announce that we've made a few, and we want to make this, normally we'll have said, let's wait till September to implement this, but September will be too late. Because by September, we're hoping to go full throttle in this direction, keep a few GMX RPLs and a few GMXs, but ensure that people begin to fancy the N10s more. So I've made a few modifications that I want to share with you very quickly. Okay, and I think it's important that you are able to appreciate what is going on with this. So quickly, I want to share my screen. If I can, please, that's my screen there in front of you. I want to show you what this looks like. So I'm going to go to the Stockist Pack. It will change on the home page, but for now, I want to show you at the back office of the Stockist what it looks like, so that we can begin to, request for this in the next few hours before the day ends. Every distributor will be able to know what the values are on their front page, and they can make requests for it. But just to sensitize you ahead of what's happening, here are a few changes and modifications for the good that have been done. And this is a page that helps you, helps distributors and stockists help their team members build their own PV. And let me run you very quickly through what we have here now. So before now, the GMX, the 500 mils reader was 4,000 for one PV. Now we've been able to make it 3,750 for one PV. It means if you want to buy just one product, that's 3,750. If you want to buy two, which will give you a voucher, that's 7,500 naira. Guess what? You can achieve a lot more with less. So you can become active in a month with just two of those PVs. If you multiply by 5, it gives you the rank PV that you can achieve with this N10. So with two 500 mils now, 7.5, I'm active. Okay, but that's not all. If you look at reader, it used to be 0.3 before, now it's 0.5. It means you just need 2 bottles to make one PV. So it means that by the time you buy 4,000 naira worth, you have one PV. You buy 8,000 naira, you have enough PV from that liter alone to make this happen. It means, for example, if I do one 500 mils and two 250 mils, by the time I add that together, I am active for the month. Now, guess what? For 500 mils, 30 mils bitters, we also have an option where for 5,000 naira, you can get 20. Now 20. It used to be 6,000 before you can get a PV before. Now with 5,000, you can get a PV on that. So if you buy 2 of that, for example, that's 10,000 naira. And guess what? You are home free. Now with Reader Fire, this is where some of the big changes have happened. Today, if you want to be active for the month, you buy 5,000 naira, and that is the price for Fire. There's no profit that you can make on it to be active. But now, with just one Fire, you get 2 PV. So one Fire will give you a voucher today. And guess what? That voucher is 10 rank PV for you as a person that is using it. And guess what? You can still be profitable on it. And the same thing applies to Fire, it applies to Fat Burner, it applies to Cleanser. So that's a lot better. It's now 2 PV each. You don't need to pack 3 together. You can just do one and still get 2. Not 1, but 2 PV on it. We also have for supplements. It used to be 6,000 before, it's now 5,500. So we want that supplement at 5,500, which you can sell for 7,500. You now have 2 PV. Okay, so you buy that, you are active for the month. And if you want restore, price come down to 10,000 naira, still 4 PV. So you can combine the products in the ways that you want that allows you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve. The balms, we have that happening on the balms as well. So you have 20 mils of Reader Balm, that gives you 1 PV already. You have 10 or 40 mils, gives you 1 PV, and that's 4,000. So if you want to buy 20 balms, at 8,000 naira, you are active for the month. And then, of course, we have hand sanitizers. Now, it's getting exciting for hand sanitizer as well, because with one 500 ml sanitizer now, you have 1 PV. So if you buy 2 of that, guess what? You are active for the month. Okay? It's really that exciting. So, for example, with 6,000 naira 2 PV, you are active for the month. Now, these are the things that you need to be active. So, all of these modifications are done based on feedback, based on comments here and there to say, what can we do to make this exciting? What can we do to make this better? What can we do to ensure that people can love this? Okay, I'm loving this. Thank you for listening to us. Oh, excellent. So the idea is, of course, we want this to really take off. We want this to really be exciting for everyone. At the same time, we need to preserve the life of the company. At the same time, we need to preserve the life of the stockist and ensure that the systems are working in a way that allows everybody to get value. So this has been done, implemented today. So that for the last 10 days, if you still want to use GMX N10s, you can use them. Now, guess what? The other plans are still there. Your GMX RPL is still there. Your GMX S is still there. Your GMX RP is still there for this month. As we migrate into September, we'll begin to make a few modifications here and there. We'll still try to keep things interesting, because the idea is we don't want to lose anyone on this. We want everybody to come together. We're family, we're in our nascent days. These are the times when we can still begin to do this. Once this is set in stone, this begins to become a course that goes on and on until 2025. By 2025, we want to be having like 20 black diamond directors. Nothing will be able to change on these platforms anymore. You become rigid and growing strong. But today, we have the opportunity to make it better. We have the opportunity to ensure that things are very positioned correctly. As new products join, you will join. Now, there are some products that are not really network products, but we have kept them here so that distributors can also have access to them as well. So products like disinfectants, okay? You need to buy half a carton for you to be able to have 1 PV on those. Now, people have big orders. So this month, I've seen somebody who got a big order, worth 360 PV for disinfectants and hand wash, hand wash. So you have those kind of things happening. But guess what? It will get, these are things that if you have an order for, you can get. And if you want to pick just a few copies for yourself, for your family to share around, then it's available on those things as well. But the beauty of this is you can select as you want. You can pick, you can add balm to bitters, add this to that. And under 10,000 naira, you will be active for the month. Active. And what does active mean? Active means active enough to earn all your incomes. Now, if you want to do more and earn more, you can do more. Okay, if you want to do more and earn more, you can do more. There's something exciting going on that for somebody who is VIP, the person really doesn't need to do more than be active. If you're VIP, all you need to do is be active and you earn all the income potentials possible just by being active. And on your downlines as well, you earn full value by just being active. If you're not VIP, you probably need to do a little more to earn more, okay? As the case has always been. So now, it's not even a punishment from where it's coming from in the past. It's an additional benefit to say, guess what? As somebody who is not VIP, you can enjoy VIP type of income by ensuring that you are active to a greater degree. As somebody who is VIP, just be active and you are awesome. So if you look at this, another very exciting one here is the body wash. Okay, so body wash, with 2 body wash now, you have 1 PV. So it means that with body wash as well, by the time you get to 8,000 naira, you have 2 PV. Comes with the voucher. Okay, body butter used to be 6. Now with 3 body butter. Yes, with 3 body butter, you can have a PV. And guess what? And that's at how much? 5,100. It means by the time you spend 10,000 naira in that direction, you already have 2 PV as well. Now, of course, we're encouraging people to do as much as 5 GMX N10, as much as 10 GMX N10. And I'm going to explain, in the next presentation, I'm going to explain to you very clearly how this makes a difference. And if I can hint you a bit, let me hint you. So if you do GMX, GMX N10, which gives you 10 rank PV, it means with the 10 rank PV, that 10 there also stands for 10%. That 10% means what you will have earned before for being active, you will earn. But once you now have this 10%, you are going to earn 10% of what you will not have earned before. You're going to earn 10% of it. And I explain that very quickly. So for example, it says if you are silver, you earn over 8 generations normally. And then you have generation 9 to 12 as where you don't really earn from. Now, your ability to earn 10% of that pool will be from doing GMX N10. If you do GMX N10 times 2, you earn 20% from that pool. If you do GMX N10 times 5, you earn 50% of that extra pool. If you do GMX 10 times 100, GMX 10 times 10, that's 100%. You earn 100% of that extra pool. If you are VIP, you already earn the pool. All you need to do is be active and you earn. Now, the idea is you are at liberty to be active and you are at liberty to do more, to earn more. Of course, the goal is for people to be able to build their businesses and do more. I was having a chat with the stockist a few days ago, and the stockist said something very, very interesting to me. He said, Diolu, when we started this, I and my wife were wondering 250,000 naira. When are we going to finish the products? When are we going to sell off the vouchers? When are we going to finish 250,000? He said, Diolu, this is 6 months after, and our goal now is 5 million. And we're saying we can take on 5 million. Somebody who was jittery about 250 at the beginning of this year is right now looking at the possibility of doing 5 million within their team. Ladies and gentlemen, the way to move forward in life is to set high standards for yourself and pursue them. Okay? Set high goals for yourself and pursue them. We're going to have a session, and this is an offline session for a few key leaders very soon, where we'll try and recreate again and develop our vision boards. These are the times to set visions. These are the times to set new goals and have new horizons and tell yourself, you know what, where do I want to be in the next 6 months? Am I good for Ruby Director? Am I good for 5-star? Am I good for 4-star? Am I good for 3-star? Am I good for this? What is the level I want to build to? And what does this mean for me? What does this mean for my children? What kind of car do I want to select? What kind of house do I want to build? What do I want to do? So, ladies and gentlemen, you set the goals, you put the horizon in front of you, and then you work with your partner, and try and achieve this. And you want to have a partner, either a partner that you are married to at the house or a partner in the business that you are keeping yourself accountable and running towards a particular goal together. Okay, these are the times when you get somebody, a brother, a sister, and say, you know what, let's take this place together. Let's drive this space together. And then we get support from one another. That even though we're in various teams, we are family. And then we can leverage on each other. I can call Mrs. Biodolo Ake and say, you know what, I have a session I want to do and I would like you to be present because I would like to have your flair in my meeting as well. And if you want to have your meeting as well, I can collaborate with you to see how we can make your meeting good as well. And it can happen on WhatsApp, it can happen offline, it can happen online, it can happen in a variety of places. Ladies and gentlemen, we set high standards and we pursue them. So even though we have created it ease now to say what, be active, just do 2 PV and you are active. 4,500 naira instead of 5,000 naira makes that happen. And guess what? You're active. We're still going to have a few GMX RPLs because we know there are people who still want to buy in bulk. They want to buy 2 cartons of bitters and they want to get a better price. They want to buy 2 cartons, a full carton of variants, and they want to get a better price. So we're sensitive to all of this as well. The idea is we want everybody together driving towards the same goal. This August is when Singapore goes down. We want people to help people to maximize it and transit into September well. Ladies and gentlemen, this month, buzz your team members. Call them up one by one if you can. Reach out to them in every way you can and tell them this is a month to be active. This is a month you cannot afford not to be active. Okay? Call your team members, engage them, tell them be active. If you're still hearing me and you're still on this page with me, just type very quickly into that window, be active. Just type be active, let me know you heard me, and then I can bring this meeting to a close. Put there, be active. Okay? Conditions for Singapore, if you are new in the house and you've not ranked up points, condition for Singapore is points. What contributes to points is your PV points and some bonus points that you earn. There's a board for Singapore, and those who have achieved 15,000 points and have 2 people who have changed ranks to S2 to star 2, to 2-star or 3-star or 1-star over the course of last 4 months are the ones who are entitled to Singapore. Now, Singapore and all of these trips are for leadership, they're for leaders. So one of the things you want to quickly do is become a leader as well. I recommend that you begin to stand in good space for some of these trips from 2-3-star, okay, because it is leadership. Now, of course, we're going to create some excitement for people that are not yet leadership, but we want to drive so that people can achieve higher standards and do phenomenal things. And let me tell you something. If you think you can or you can't, you are right. Okay? Life responds to what you see as a possibility. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. I would like you to believe you can. And yes, you can. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you can. So let's maximize the moment. Let's maximize the season. Let's do phenomenal things at this time, and let's make this happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have listened to you. We hope that everybody is excited at these modifications that help to make things better. We've not stopped listening. We'll still keep listening. But once we set the rails on this, the only thing that can change is the train. The rails will stay the way the rails are, and then we'll ride on it as well. So, of course, keep on listening and seeing how we can make this better and make it effective. Call your team members. If you have a team member who is currently basically a starter pack, get them to upgrade to bronze. If you have a team member who is currently a bronze, get them to upgrade to silver. The juiciest part of this deal is reserved for VIPs. And that's where ultimately everyone who is a serious distributor will be. Everyone who is a serious distributor will become VIP. It's a question of when. And guess what? You can begin to make the contributions towards making it happen ASAP. Okay, push to platinum, push to VIP. Get new people on board your team. The biggest part of our business today should be growth in people joining, people coming on board, people getting into your team, you know. And then I tell people, if you're a stockist in the house, stock silver, stock gold, stock platinum, stock VIP, stock those things. Because guess what? It is what you have that you will drive. It is what you have that you will drive. Of course, the products are moving, they're selling, and they're adding value. So yes, do that as well. By all means, ensure that on a monthly basis, you keep your PV at 20 PV. That's awesome. That's what you should do. That's the goal. That's what the drive should be. But ladies and gentlemen, beyond all of that, grow yourself to VIP and then move up. Okay? PV is the currency of the Green Mondays. Oh yes, PV is the currency, and the more we accumulate it, the more it can be. And guess what? If we build our teams properly, and you build with the power of 4, you will find your PVs at some point will begin to multiply exponentially. Very soon, people will be gaining 5,000 points per day. Very soon, people will be gaining 10,000 points per day. Very soon, this kind of numbers, 5,000, 50,000 points, will become things that people can achieve in a week. Okay, but how do you get there? Is a game of leverage. You build gradually. You build your team, you train your team, you support your team, and boom, it becomes exciting. So call all your team members, tell them be active. From the month of September, we're going to create a little more lacuna where your activity for this month will affect your earnings next month. Your activity for this month tells about your earnings for next month. So ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what's coming next month, be active this month. So we're going to do that. The test trial for that this month, another test trial for that next month. Basically encourage people to begin to get to the habit, but get your people active, get your people up, let them buy fire, let them buy variants, let them buy 2 bottles of 500 mils, let them buy 4 bottles of 250 mils, let them get involved with something that gets them active this month, and then begin to position for next month. Okay, and do the GMX RPL, do the GMX S1. Every GMX you do today, this month, keeps you active this month. So for next month, we're going to do this experiment against next month in case of people miss out of it, but try as much as possible to ensure that many of the people are active. We're going to give an opportunity for them to do again in September, and then every month from September will count based on what you did the previous month. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm excited. I'm excited that we're tuning it and retuning it to ensure that it can serve the people that we want to serve. You know, there's something that struck me very strong yesterday. And it's a verse that says, serve these people, be attentive to their needs, be compassionate about their challenges. And guess what's going to happen? They will be able to achieve anything. And I want you to be able to achieve anything. So the company wants us to be able to achieve everything. So let's give it all it takes. Where we are today is 1/10 of where we need to be. So look at your team. If you are making 100,000 naira on a monthly basis, we want you to make 1 million. If you're making 10,000, we want you to make 100. If you're making 1,000, we want to make 10,000. Let's step up the volume. Let's push this high and let's achieve more. Okay. So I think that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to post that here.